Thank you so much. Always a challenge to get the folks back after the lunch, but I can assure you it's going to be a fairly exciting session. So TIE-Lumis Awards, I think it's a true instantiation of entrepreneurship. I think the idea is to be able to bring all the concepts that you've been hearing so far and see it in true action, in true life, blood, and flesh to see what's the impact on some of the companies who have truly made it happen over the last couple of years. So just to give you a bit of a background, we started with about more than 150 plus companies to understand and seek where they are. The entries came from all over the country. Evalueserve did the entire analysis at the back end, trying to pick some of the best firms out of these 150 companies. We shortlisted it down to 20 top performers. And from those 20 top performers, the first round of jury did fairly intensive interactions to bring them down to the final 6. So what you're going to see here today is the final shortlist of 6 companies which have made it across multiple rounds and so on. The interesting part is you will see companies from all spheres of segment, from technology to healthcare to e-commerce to, a beer cafe. So it's going to be fairly interesting. So my request to the entrepreneurs is to keep their sessions to about 5 to 6 minutes. And the first firm that we have is Soothe Healthcare. I would like to invite Sahil. And Sahil is going to talk about how he's leading a manufacturing enterprise in today's world, which is kind of a rare entity to come across these days. And he's addressing the low to mid-tier market with respect to feminine healthcare as well as the diagnostic element. So over to you, Sahil.
Is the first one?
Yeah.
Is that open? Yeah, I think that's mine. There you go.
So this is the clicker.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Happy to be here. And yes, it's a tough break. I'm opening after lunch. So that was a lovely musical thing to wake us up. Anyway, we're very happy to be here as part of TIE-Lumis Entrepreneurial Excellence Awards, and certainly a prestigious company in the final 6. Like you mentioned, we are one of the firms who are in manufacturing, healthcare manufacturing capacity. And let me just jump right into it. We're a spirit of manufacturing company. 4 of us shareholders got together to say, we want to serve the middle and bottom of the pyramid customers to address the huge healthcare gap in India. We want to do that by providing very simple solutions rather than having extremely complex 99.9% percentile accuracy. No, we want a simple yes, no, in that category products. We're in 2 key categories. We're in personal care, and diagnostics is a future plan product. So in personal care, we're in sanitary napkins. What do you know? You had someone speak earlier today, Mr. Muruganathan, who's a bit of a rock star. I just saw the tweets coming in on Twitter, and they're calling him a rock star, aren't they? But he tells a story very well, and this is a real story. Only 12% women in India use sanitary napkins. And we're seeing, it's probably more to 15 from the numbers are growing. We're seeing 74% growth rate in rural markets in this category, 24% CAGR growth rate on a year-to-year in the last few years. So we're very excited to be in this space. We have pitched brand Paree as a commercial, middle-of-the-line product. We're currently present in 2 states in over 3,000 stores, supermarkets, hypermarkets, and so on, pharmacy chains, and we are growing. Saina Nehwal endorses our product. You haven't seen it here yet because we haven't launched in the north section yet. We're focusing on Kerala and Maharashtra at the moment and growing from there on. We've got some pretty good coverage, so we're very happy with that, and we are across, we're in all the typical media channels like radio, TV, and so on. This just a few images that don't look so good on an LCD screen, but it looks pretty good on my screen. Just to give you a sample of what we are going to market with. So just to leave you with one uniqueness, how are we different? How am I competing with Whisper and Stay Free? To all the women in here, Whisper does those Jetak green, electric, neon blue, kind of designed by men who want to have the product stand out on the shelf. But most women I spoke to didn't want to be so loud about it. They wanted to be discreet about it. So the first things first, we said, this is a women's intimate use product. Let's make it pretty and feminine. How's that for a start? So we came out with some pretty cool colors, and this is how we are unique in what we're offering, and that's showing in our sales. Of course, Saina, as our brand endorser, she denotes performance. She's a huge personal success story. So that's what we're going for, and we're seeing some pretty good traction in the market. Future product pipeline, we are also in the diagnostic space. Only 25,000 doctors. I know it says 35, but the new government has cut down 25,000 medical seats per annum. So how are you, with only so many doctors being produced in India, how are you going to treat, leave alone diagnose? So our vision is to provide a diagnostic kit as a do-it-yourself, simple yes/no diagnostic kit to each and every one of us Indians, who can then arm ourselves with the reality. Do I need to do something about this? We want to be in disease areas like TB, malaria, diabetes, and we are in the process of acquiring these technologies and verifying. This is just a little bit of how we engage with our audience, our customers. We're a commercial retail company, so we're on the, this is our website. We're in social media, which is a great medium for us to engage 14 to 25, 30-year-old women mostly. Sorry, we don't talk to the men at this point yet. 98% of my likes from Facebook are women, which is, we're very happy to engage with them. And yeah, so please do visit us on pareeconfidence.com or Facebook, and do post your comments. Thank you.